QPR are one of many London teams who are in FC25, and today we are going to rebuild them into the best team in London, but we can only sign players from London clubs. So the rules is that I can only sign players from other London teams, and what I'm meaning by that is that they have to play for a London team now in real life. For example, if Arsenal sign Rafinha in 5 years, I cannot sign Rafinha to my team. They have to play for a London team in the game right now. So this is how the current QPR team is looking. We have some interesting players. We have club captain Dunn here, who I will develop or change his position to a center back because he will go up by 3 ratings, as we can see. So he will probably be 75 rated. We definitely need a new right back. And we have some, Varane here is maybe interesting. Same goes for Madsen. Dembele on the right. We also have Yang Min-hyuk, who is a Tottenham loanee, so we will probably sign him on a permanent deal. Frey up top is not something to be too excited about. Neither is really Seller, but I will put him instead. But Saito is looking like an interesting player. But yeah, we don't have the best of teams to say so, but we have some players that may be interesting. But we have Ilyas here. I completely forgot about him. He will definitely go in there. But we'll definitely look to make a couple of signings in the first transfer window here at QPR. We have 4 players on loan here. We have Harrison Ashby, we have Yang Min-hyuk, we have Karamuku, Dembele, and also Ronnie Edwards. But as only one of these players are on loan from a London team, it means we can only sign Yang Min-hyuk on a permanent deal. So the others will just stay here for this season and go back to their parent club once their loan deal is done. But Yang Min-hyuk, we will sign you permanent. We have made a couple of sales from QPR. Jack Coldback has gone to Middlesbrough for 480k. Morgan Fox has moved to Belgium and Genk for 1 million. Steve Cook has gone to Leganes. Very interesting move for him in the end of his career. He's gone there for 1.1 million. Joe Walsh has gone to this team right there for 500k, and Charlie Kelban has moved to the other championship side, Coventry, for 1.6 million. Now let's bring in some improvements to our squad. Our first signing, it is a new right back, as that was by far our weakest place in the starting 11 once we have changed Dunn's position to a center back. It is talented Chelsea right back Josh Aschenpong, who has joined us for 3.1 million. There are no doubts that if we were going to make this a permanent deal or not, and he was always going to join us. Yang Min-hyuk has joined us on a permanent deal from Spurs for 5.8 million. And I know this may be weird, as Dembele is also one of our highest rated players. However, as we have Yang Min-hyuk here, who will stay here for probably the full rebuild, I can't sign Dembele on a permanent deal because he's from Stade Brest. I will actually terminate his loan so he doesn't steal game time from our South Korean right winger. And that is actually all of the business that we are doing in the first season here at the QPR manager. It's only Aschenpong who has joined us on a proper signing, who were not here at the club before. Yang Min-hyuk we also signed on a permanent deal. He's just 18 years old and 72 rated, while Aschenpong is also 18 years old but 68 rated, so hopefully he can get the needed game time to grow into a very good player. And when we're talking about expectations from this team, I don't really expect too much, just that we finish around the mid-table of the championship, and hopefully we can see some decent growth in some of the players as well. Hopefully we can see Aschenpong get a full season of game time and maybe reach the 71-72 rated mark at the end of the season. Come on, the R's. Season number 1 at QPR has ended exactly as I thought it would be, us fighting for a top half place when we finished in the mid-table. 14th place, just 1 point behind 11th place West Bromwich, but a long way away from the promotion playoffs. But we were also far above the relegation zone. Watford actually went down, which is very surprising. The championship was won by Leeds United. The FA Cup was won by Man City, who won 1-0 against Bournemouth. The Carabao Cup was won by Man United, beating Wolverhampton. And the championship playoff was won by Luton, who won 3-2 against Hull City. the Champions League was won by Real Madrid, who won 2-1 against Bayern. This is how the QPR team is looking, and Aschenpong has gone up to the rating of 71. Yang Min-hyuk has gone up to 75. Cher is also 75, Madsen 74. Varane has gone up 4 ratings to 74, which is very good. Seller has gone up a couple of ratings and is now 72. Clark Salter up to 74. Nardi has gone up a rating. Saito is actually our highest rated left winger now, so I will put him into the starting 11. So the team is starting to look pretty alright, but we definitely still need a lot of improvements. Our top goal scorer was Mikael Frey, who scored 20 goals in 46 appearances. He also got 3 assists. Ilya Cher played 42 games, got 14 goals and 6 assists. Madsen, 6 goals, 4 assists. Paul Smith, 6 goals and 2 assists in just 20 games, which is solid. Saito got 4 goals, 3 assists in 29 games. Andersen, 4 goals, 3 assists. Samfield, 3 goals, 2 assists. Aschenpong picked up 2 goal contributions, while Kenneth Powell picked up 4. And Yang Min-hyuk has had a very disappointing season, playing just 28 games and getting himself 1 goal. But who has played instead of him? Paul Smith has probably played, he's probably started at 20 games. Yang Min-hyuk hasn't started. But that's how FC 25 career mode works. It's a shame, but nothing we can do about it. Heverton has also played 13 games, so he has probably stolen some minutes as well. We made 5 sales in the second transfer window here at QPR. We've sold Murphy Cooper, who has gone to Bristol City for 2.1 million. Paul Smith has swapped championship clubs and joined Sunderland for 1.6 million. Sanselar has joined Southampton for 2.6. Nathan Shepard has gone to Swansea for 860k, and the biggest sale is Ilyas Cher, who has gone to Crystal Palace for 8.9 million, and the reason is because we have Saito. We didn't really need 75 plus rated left wingers. Therefore, we have sold Ilyas Cher because he was the older one. We have also made another sale. We have sold our number 1 goalkeeper Paul Nardi to Leeds United for 3.3 million, which means we have to find a new number 1. We needed a new striker, and we've gone for a very short-term option here. We've signed Aaron Connolly from Millwall. He's joined us for 2.75 million, and the reason we've gone for such a cheap option is because we've gone for a pretty big goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper is Tottenham's Antonin Kinski, and what a signing this is for the championship. Would never happen in real life, but we signed him for 20 million euros, and our goalkeeper is set for the whole rebuild. And the team is very similar to the team we had last season. However, now we have Connolly up top, who isn't any upgrade at all already. He's 25 years old, 71 rated, so just a cheap option. But the big one is Antonin Kinski, 22 years old, 78 rated. What a signing he is, and he is a brilliant goalkeeper, and maybe he even can be so good that we can fight for a promotion playoff spot. It will be interesting to see. It would be nice to fight for something right now and not just be in the middle of nowhere in the championship. Come on QPR, let's have a solid season. And we have actually got ourselves promoted to the Premier League in just the second season here as the QPR manager. We finished 6th in the league with 82 points. Bournemouth absolutely destroying the league by getting 107 points. Then we of course got ourselves into the championship playoffs, where we first knocked out Sheffield United with a strong 3-2 win on aggregate, and then in the final we won against Southampton 2-1. I actually didn't expect us to get to the Premier League already, but I will definitely take it. The FA Cup was won by Arsenal, who won against Newcastle, and the Carabao Cup was won by Man City, who won against Leicester, and Monaco actually won the Champions League. And I do think we can see some of the key players in this team. Kinski has gone up to 79 rating. I do think he's only grown by 1, but Yang Min-hyuk is up to the rating of 80 at the age of 20, which is absolutely fantastic. Aschenpong has gone up like 5 ratings as well. Varane is up to 77, Madsen 75. So we've seen some very nice growth in some of our key players. Now let's have a busy transfer window, as we are now a Premier League team. But before that, we have to go through the stats. Of course, Nicolas Madsen was actually our top goal scorer, scoring 17 goals, getting 8 assists. Kuki Saito scored 13 goals, got 3 assists in 43 games. Aaron Connolly scored 12 goals, got 2 assists, so not too big of a season from him. Yang Min-hyuk only scored 10 goals and got 3 assists, but still grew by 5 ratings, which is actually mental. Acheampong getting 10 goal contributions from right back. But now, let's have a busy and good summer transfer window. We're getting straight into it by signing a new striker, and it's a striker who plays for Brentford in real life. You probably can see the face scan and know who it is. It is of course Igor Thiago, who's joined us for 26 million euros. We've also gone for a new centre back, as our centre backs were not too high of a rated. Neither is this signing really, as he's just 76 rated. But we've signed Shadi Riyad from Crystal Palace for 12 million euros. And we have signed one of the biggest talents in any of the London teams, and that is former Leeds player Archie Gray, who joins QPR for a whopping 42 million euro deal. But what a signing Archie Gray is for QPR. We have made some solid improvements to the team, and I now think we have a decent chance at staying in the Premier League. We of course signed Riyad as our new centre back. The 23-year-old 76 rated Moroccan centre back joined us from Crystal Palace. We also signed a big improvement as our striker Igor Thiago from Brentford, 25 years old, 80 rated. And the biggest signing of the summer, Archie Gray, 20 years old, 79 rated, and one of the best talents in any of the London teams. Apart from that, we still have Acheampong, who has grown very nicely. Hopefully Kinski can have a better season in terms of growing. Now Varane has impressed in terms of growing. Yang Min-hyuk is up to 80. Of course, Saito is also at a decent rating. We have Kenneth Pal here, who is on the worst side, just 72 rated. So we will definitely look to replace him next transfer window. But now, let's hope and stay in the Premier League. It was no problem surviving in our first season back in the Premier League with QPR. We have done so with 41 points and finished 14th, so we did that quite easily in terms of league place, although it wasn't too many. It was just 6 points between us and Fulham, who got relegated. Who won the Premier League? It was probably Man City. No, it was actually Arsenal. Our London rivals Arsenal won the Premier League. The FA Cup was won by Liverpool. The Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea in an all-London final, and the Champions League was won by Man City, beating Bayern 3-2. Have we seen some decent growth in the team? We probably has, in my opinion. And Saito is injured. Unfortunately, he's 79 rated. Though Igor Thiago has gone up a rating. Varane up to 80. Acheampong up to 79. Kinski has only gone up a rating once again to 80. Archie Gray up to 82. But I expected to see some more growth from Yang Min-hyuk, considering he grew by like 5 ratings last season. But yeah, it's clear that we need a new left back, maybe a new central midfielder as well, and potentially a new centre back if we have the budget for that. But left back is the priority number 1, and central midfield is probably the priority number 2. And Igor Thiago has had a nightmare of a season. He has only scored 7 goals and got 2 assists in 34 games. Madsen was our top goal scorer with scoring 8 goals, getting 2 assists. Saito as well scored 8. Yang Min-hyuk scored 7. Harvey Wales scored 6 goals in 19 appearances, which is very solid. And Jonathan Varane scored 4 goals got 1 assist in 37 games. Archie Gray the same, 4 goals, 1 assist. Aaron Connolly scored 4 in 15 games, which is pretty solid. Sam Field 3 goals, 7 assists, solid from him, and Acheampong got 2 assists. We needed a new left back, and there were one clear winner from the options we had, and you probably can see it by the face, although it's not a face scan, but it's the most talented left back in the whole of London. It is of course Miles Lewis-Skelly, who has joined us from PSG in this save, but as we said at the start, we can only choose players who are at London clubs in real life as of now, so Miles Lewis-Skelly fits that perfectly, and he is our new left back. We have made another ridiculous signing here at QPR, and it's another insanely talented young player who plays for one of the London clubs. It is Lucas Bergvall, the Swedish central midfielder, who joins us from Liverpool in this save for 54.3 million euros. And our QPR team is starting to look very, very good. We are now starting to have a team filled with young, talented players. So we can see here new signing Miles Lewis-Skelly as the left back, 20 years old, 79 rating, fits in perfectly into the team, and we also spent over 50 million on our new central midfielder, the Swedish midfielder, 21 years old, 82 rated. No wonder he's very expensive. So the midfield is starting to look almost complete depending on how Varane is growing. The attack is looking pretty alright. Igor Thiago, I hope he will grow well. Saito, I am still a bit unsure about. Luis Kelly, Riyad and Achampong, I do believe will maybe be here for the full save. At least Luis Kelly and Achampong and Kinski in goal. So the team is looking very good. Maybe we can fight for a top 10 finish this time out. We have just managed to get inside the top 10 by finishing 10th with 1 more point than 11th place Nottingham Forest. So a pretty alright season. Not insane, but not poor either. Man City were the Premier League winners. And as you can see, we have conceded way too many goals. 63 goals, which is one of the worst in the league, but we scored 49, which isn't really good either. So I am a bit unsure about how we've managed to be this high up the table with minus 14 goal difference, but we will definitely take it. The FA Cup was won by Liverpool beating Fulham in the final. The Carabao Cup was won by Tottenham beating Brighton, and the Champions League, Bayer Leverkusen won that. And when we take a look at the team, it's maybe not that surprising that we are struggling going behind, as we have 77 done and 79 Riyad. Although he has grown pretty nicely this season, we still have 77 rated at the back. And also Bergvall has been injured, so hopefully it's not been a serious injury. Varane is now 81 rated, has only gone up by 1, which isn't ideal. But we can see our attack as well have not grown too good. Igor Thiago is stuck at 81 this season. Yang Min-hyuk has gone up just 1, and Saito, I do believe, has only gone up a single rating as well. So we need to probably sign another centre back and hopefully a left winger if we have the budget for it. And yeah, Igor Thiago is not really impressing in terms of stats either. Just 15 goals and 0 assists in 38 games. Although it's not too bad, it's not insane either. Saito scored 10 goals, got 3 assists. Archie Gray 12 goal contributions. Connolly from the bench 5 goals. Lucas Bergvall, thankfully the injury wasn't too serious and he's able to play in 5 days. Yeah, so it's nothing to worry about for him. 5 goals, 10 assists. Madsen 5 goals, 2 assists. Yang Min-hyuk just 9 goal contributions from right wing isn't ideal. Miles Lewis Kelly got 7 from left back. And yeah, let's now move into the next season and make some big transfers. And we have enough money to make 2 absolutely insane signings, and the first one is a new centre back. It is Chelsea's Louis Colville. We signed him from Lille in this save for 49.7 million euros. Welcome to the club, Louis Colville. And the second absolutely huge signing is West Ham's left midfielder. He can play on the right, he can play as a striker, he can play as an attacking midfielder. It is Mohamed Kudus who's joined us, and he's the most expensive transfer till now, 54.2 million. I do believe he was a couple of million more expensive than Lucas Bergvall. And look at this squad, we are now starting to look like a team that should be getting European football. We just need some more growth in terms of Kinski needing to grow a bit. The same goes for Riyad, but apart from that, it's looking very good. Varane is the new captain, he's 81 rated, so hopefully he can grow a bit as well. But new signing, Mohamed Kudus, 85 rated left winger, 27 years old. And then we of course also signed Colville here, 84 rated, 25 years old. So 2 huge signings who both goes into one of our highest rated players of the team. Lucas Bergvall and Kudus are the 2 85 rated players, then Archie Gray and Colville right behind being 84 rated. But hopefully Igor Thiago can have a better season now. Same goes for Yang Min-hyuk, and also need to see some growth from Riyad and Kinski. Let's go and see if we can finish inside the top 10 again and maybe even fight for the European spots. We did not manage to qualify for any European football, however, we got inside the top 10 once again, which were in hindsight the main goal probably. We will see Arsenal, London rivals, winning the Premier League. We actually finished above Man United and Newcastle, which is very interesting. So at least we improved on last season by finishing 1 place higher. We scored 60 goals, conceded 57, so we are still struggling with conceding too many goals. The FA Cup was won by Man City, the Carabao Cup was won by Newcastle, who won against Liverpool, and the Champions League was won by Inter beating PSG 4-2 on penalties. And I think Riyad is one of the main reasons why we are struggling at the back, as he's 79 rated. Everyone else in the team is above the rating of 83, so we definitely need to sign a new center back. And if Igor Thiago has struggled to score once again, I will probably look to sign a new striker as well. And we can see Igor Thiago has struggled once again. He scored just 8 goals in 33 games, which is not good enough. It's simple as that. And yeah, I mean, as a striker, as a star striker, 8 goals in the league is not ideal. Yang Min-hyuk has also struggled to score goals, just 8 goals from him and 1 assist in 31 games. Bergvall, however, 15 goals, 3 assists from central midfield, and Kudus has also had a very good debut campaign here. 16 goals, 8 assists in 37 games. Archie Gray, 2 goals, 7 assists from him. Saito, 2 goals, 1 assist from the bench. Aschenpong, 1 goal and 7 assists. Very good from our right back. Aaron Connolly has left the club. As we are going to buy a new striker, we didn't really need 3 kind of good enough strikers, if you know what I mean. We only have 1 striker in the team. We didn't need Aaron Connolly anymore. He has gone to Getafe for 6.4 million. And we've also sold former club captain and one of our most important players to start off this rebuild. It is of course Jimmy Dunn, who has gone to Portugal and joined Sporting for 9.9 million. Our new centre back is a centre back that will probably move clubs in real life this transfer window. He is still a Crystal Palace player in real life by the time of recording. So Marc Gueye has joined us from Liverpool, I do believe he was at, or was it Manchester? He was at Manchester United. He's joined us for 33.6 million euros. And you know what? I said I wanted to sign a new striker as well. However, I don't think Igor Thiago is going to be a player I'm using in too many rebuilds. Yes, we sold Connolly, but I'm actually gonna stick with Igor Thiago because it's fun to not just use players that we will see in many rebuilds in the future, as we will, for example, Colwell, Gray, Bergvall, Lewis Kelly as well. It's fun to use some unique players, so I'm actually gonna stick with Igor Thiago and hope he have a better season this time around. New signing, of course, Marc Gueye, 28 years old, 84 rated. So now our defense looks complete with Kinski in goal as well. Our midfield looks set and ready to go. Varane here, hopefully he can grow even more to maybe upwards to 85 this season. It would be very nice. Yang Min-hyuk, I hope to see him delivering better numbers. Same with Igor Thiago. And Kudus hopefully has another very good season here at QPR. Hopefully we now can qualify for European football. We wanted to qualify for European football and we have qualified for the Champions League. We just skipped the Conference League part. We skipped the Europa League part. We are straight into the biggest tournament by getting top 4 and qualifying for Champions League. Man City won the Premier League, but this is much more like it. We are still conceding a fair amount of goals, but we have also scored a lot of the goals this season, which is good. But we are now in the Champions League. We will definitely take that. The FA Cup was won by Brighton, beating Wolves 1-0. The Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea, winning over Man City. And the Champions League, Real Madrid won that, beating Arsenal 2-1. And this is how the team is looking. We are now filled with 85 plus rated players all over the pitch, apart from right wing where Yang Min-hyuk is. He's now 84 rated, so hopefully can continue to grow. Igor Thiago has gone up to 85, which is good. Kinski 85, Gueye, Colwell 85, Lewis Kelly 85 and Aschenpong 86. Varane up to 85 as well. Archie Gray 86, Lucas Bergvall 90 and Kudus 87. And Mohamed Kudus was our top goal scorer once again. He scored 20 goals and got 8 assists. Igor Thiago had a bit of a better season, 15 goals and 2 assists from him, but I'm still hoping to see more. Yang Min-hyuk, 12 goals, 2 assists. Lucas Bergvall, 7 goals, 8 assists. Saito, 5 goals from 18 appearances. Solid 6 goal contributions from Aschenpong, 8 from Varane, 6 from Madsen, 11 from Archie Gray, and Lewis Kelly getting 4 from left back. I'm going to stick with the same 11 once again. No need to make any signings because 1, none is too old and I've started to drop down in ratings. 2, I think it would be fun to end the rebuild with this team. However, then we need to see some more growth from almost everyone in our backline, including Kinski. Varane and Gray would need to grow some more as well. Igor Thiago and Yang Min-hyuk as well, so we need to see some growth from the team. Hopefully we can see that this season. The goal this season is to win a trophy and finish inside top 6, because we all We know how difficult it is to get back-to-back top 4s with a weaker side in terms of rebuilding them up. It's always difficult to keep on staying inside the top 4 once you've qualified there once. It's often a massive drop-off, so hopefully we can win a trophy and just get European football once again. We finished second place this time, so once again we finished inside the top 4. I thought it would be more difficult than this, but we finished quite easily inside the top 4 as Spurs finished 5th with just 59 points, which is crazy low amount of points. Man City won the league title with 10 points over us, so we are getting closer to our first league title. The FA Cup, we unfortunately lost in the final, so we still no silverware here at QPR apart from the promotion playoff final we won a couple of years or a few years ago now. Almost the FA Cup winners, but losing 2-1 to Aston Villa in the final. Brentford won 2-0 against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final, and the Champions League was won by Man City. Our journey, we went straight through the round of 16 where we beat Bologna 4-2, but then we got destroyed by Inter 4-1 on aggregate. And we have seen some decent growth by some players in the team. Kinski up to 87, Aschenpong now up to 89, Bergvall is 91, Varane 86, Gray, Colville, Luis Kelly 86 as well. Archie Gray is up to 88, Igor Thiago has gone up to 87, so hopefully I started to score some goals now. Yang Min-hyuk 85 and Mohamed Kudus is 89. Igor Thiago is still not scoring too many goals, just 14 goals and 1 assist in 53 games, which is honestly very bad. Yang Min-hyuk 14 goals, 4 assists, which is not too good either, but Lucas Bergvall 27 goal contributions is very good from him, and the main man Mohamed Kudus 32 goals, 13 assists from our left winger is very good. You can see even Benny here, 5 goals from him in 11 games, which is very solid. Archie Gray 10 goal contributions, Luis Kelly 9, Aschenpong got 5, Varane got 7. It's pretty cool that Jonathan Varane is still in the team. We have had to make a new signing. It's been a while since we signed anyone, and as we struggle in the attack with Igor Thomas not delivering too good of numbers and Yang Min-hyuk as well is struggling to get goal contributions, we needed a new right winger and we gone for the best possible one in London. It is of course Arsenal's number 7, it is Bukayo Saka, who has joined us for 159 million euros. So this is how the current QPR team is looking, and it's a big improvement on the right with the Bukayo Saka, who is 90 rated and now 29 years old. Hopefully he can help us closer to probably or potentially our first Premier League title and first Champions League title. It would be nice to see some growth in the defense with Colville, Guehi, Luis Kelly as well, but the team is now looking complete in my opinion. Hopefully Igor Thiago can start to score now. He's now 30. It's about time. He's been there since like season number 3, and his best goal amount in one season is like 15. So Igor Thiago, please start scoring goals. For the first time in the QPR rebuild, we have won the Premier League, and we won it with 5 points over Liverpool and Man City. We scored a total of 91 goals, which is very good. So very nice to finally win one of the biggest trophies. The FA Cup was won by Chelsea beating Nottingham Forest on penalties. The League Cup was won by Man City. But finally, it was about time that we won the Premier League. The Champions League, however, was won by Atletico Madrid. Where did we go out this time? We actually went out in the playoff rounds to Nice on penalties. That is a big shame. Hopefully we come back stronger next season, but we finally are the champions of England. And we have had some decent growth once again. Luis Kelly up to 88, Kinski up to 89, Aschenpong 91, Bergvall 92, Varane 89, Igor Thiago has gone up to 88, Bukayo Saka has gone up a rating actually to 91, and Mohamed Kudus is 93 rated. Let's go for the Champions League trophy next season. Hopefully Thiago, I have big hopes from you now. You better have scored at least 20 goals, and that is not much to ask for from a striker in a 4-3-3 formation. What is going on, Igor? What is going on? I asked for 20, you scored 10, 0 in the Champions League, 10 in the Premier League. This is absolutely horrible from you. 48 games, 10 goals from an 88 rated striker. That is absolutely hideous. Archie Gray 13 goals, 8 assists, brilliant. Lucas Bergvall 21 goals, 13 assists, amazing. Mohamed Kudus 23 goals, 19 assists, fantastic. And Bukayo Saka, 33 goals, 20 assists from our new signing. What a signing he was, or he is, sorry. Igor Thiago, you are a lucky man that you're still in this team and that we have 2 quality wingers who can make up for your horrible performance. You almost got outscored by Louis Colville as well, just 2 goal contributions more than our centre back. And Varane got 11, Luis Kelly got 8, what about Achimpong? He got 4. We are going to stick with the exact same team as previous season. We've shown that we can win the Premier League. Now let's show that we can win the Premier League or win the Champions League, maybe even both, but we are more than good enough. And Igor Thiago, I'm keeping an eye on you. You need to score now. 10 goals last season, 10 goals in 48 games. What is the point of you being here? We could have probably done more with 10 men out here. Bukayo Saka, Kudus, Bergwall are carrying you, Mr. Igor Thiago. But now let's go for the Champions League. We have reached the Champions League final in 2033 and QPR will take on PSG in the big Champions League final. But let's go through the other competitions first. The Premier League, did we win that back-to-back? Yes, we did. We absolutely dominated the league, scoring 83 goals, conceding 39, getting a total of 88 points. Aston Villa finished second with just 71 points. So a very easy league title win for us. The FA Community Shield, we won that as well against London rival Chelsea, who we won 5-4 against on penalties. The FA Cup was won by Aston Villa beating Leeds 3-1, and the Carabao Cup, we won that as well, so we have the chance to win a treble with the Premier League, the Carabao Cup and the Champions League. We will take on PSG, of course, so it's not an easy final, but let's take a look at the journey. We won the league phase. Then in the round of 16 we were up against Genk and barely go through 3-2. So a very easy draw in the round of 16. The quarterfinals were a lot much more difficult, with Real Madrid getting beaten 4-2 by QPR. And in the semi-final we got another easy opponent which we barely got through, 5-4 against Hoffenheim. And just look at PSG. Look at their run. They have been insane. 5-0 on aggregate against Man City, 5-0 on aggregate against Liverpool. This will not be easy. If they continue that trend against English teams, we will lose 5-0 in the final. Mohamed Kudus was our top goal scorer this season, scoring 32 goals, getting 14 assists. Bukayo Saka, 27 goals from him, 15 assists. Lucas Bergwall, 25 goals and 14 assists. And the biggest disappointment of this rebuild is definitely Igor Thiago. 14 goals in 58 appearances, 0 assists. This man is literally useless. He better score in the Champions League final. That hopefully he has saved his goal for a beautiful moment in the final. Archie Gray, 10 goals, 7 assists. Miles Lewis Skelly, 7 goals, 6 assists from left back. Nicolas Madsen, 6 goals, 1 assist. Achimpong, 5 goals, 8 assists. And Colley here. How is this guy playing so much? 5 goals, 2 assists in 48 games. And Mark Gueye isn't playing too much, unfortunately. Yang Min-hyuk has completely been frozen out of the team. Louis Colville getting a single goal. And how many clean sheets did we keep with Kinski in net? 19. Yeah, that's not too many. It's, yeah, an alright amount, but wouldn't be mind a couple of more clean sheets. And this is the team that will take on PSG in the Champions League final. We have Kinski in goal, who is 91 rated. Achimpong, we of course had to sign players from London. Kinski of course joined us from Tottenham, he's 91 rated. Achimpong joined us from Chelsea, 92 rated. Gueye from Crystal Palace, 87 rated. Louis Colville, 88 rated from Chelsea. Miles Lewis Kelly, Arsenal's left back, is now 90 rated. Tottenham's Archie Gray, 91 rated. QPR original Varane is the captain of the team and 91 rated. Lucas Bergwall, Tottenham, another Tottenham midfielder, 94 rated. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's probably best player, I would say, 92 rated. West Ham's Mohamed Kudus, 92 rated. And Brentford's man up top, the Brazilian striker Igor Thiago, 89 rated. But he's delivering goals and assists like he's 70 rated because his stats has been so poor from us. We also have some decent players on the bench, who most are now have gone massively down in rating, but we have Crystal Palace Riyadh, QPR original Saito, QPR original Yang Min-hyuk, who is signed from Tottenham on a permanent, and also Madsen, Field, Whale, Clark, Salter, Morrison as well, who has all been there from the start. But let's beat PSG in the Champions League final. Igor Thiago looks to do something straight away here. He finds Mohamed Kudus on the left. Kudus tries to cross it to Bukayo Saka, but it's cleared by the PSG defender, but we still keep it there. Kudus to Bergwall. Bergwall shoots. The shot is blocked. Kudus on the rebound, but no one is there to put the shot. Yes, it was a shot. It wasn't a cross into the goal. Kvaratskhelia to Isak. Kvaratskhelia against our defender. We are trying to slide tackle early on. Kvaratskhelia with the shot, but thankfully it's over the bar. Kudus to Lucas Bergwall. Kudus goes on the run down the left. He gets the ball from Bergwall. Mohamed Kudus can score here. He tries it, but it's a good save by PSG's goalkeeper, and that should have been 1-0 to QPR. And now PSG are going up the other end. Alexander Isak, but good defending from our right back Achimpong. Mohamed Kudus to Igor Thiago, who has scored just 14 goals so far this season. He can make it 50 now, but with finishing like that, no wonder he doesn't reach anywhere close to 20 goals a season. Kudus gets the ball on the edge of the area, and it's a wonderful goal by Mohamed Kudus. We went for an interesting corner tactic, and it has worked absolutely perfectly. Kudus has sent QPR into the lead with a beautiful finish. Just look at this. He gets the ball from a corner, chests it down, tries a volley outside the 16-yard box, right in the top corner. Can we make it too early on here? Igor Thiago to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, he tries to find Thiago here. Igor Thiago can score. He can score in the final. Of course, he doesn't. Kvaratskhelia to Alexander Isak, but a beautiful tackle by Mark Guehi. And now we can go the other end. Lucas Bergwall tries to find Bukayo Saka, but he is unfortunately offside. Lucas Bergwall, Bukayo Saka makes the run. It's a beautiful run by Bukayo Saka. Can he shoot? He finds the shot, and he finds the back of the net. And QPR are leading 2-0 against PSG in the final. Alexander Isak finds Job Bellingham, tries to find Kvaratskhelia, but Guehi has been a rock at the back in this final. Achimpong, we can get one last attack here. It's been a quiet 20 minutes or so of this Champions League final, but now we can make it 3. Archie Gray, he shoots, the keeper saves it. It should have been 3, and Igor Thiago couldn't manage to get on the rebound. And that should be the Champions League final done. QPR are the champions of Europe, and club captain Varane is lifting the Champions League trophy. What a rebuild it's been by signing players from London clubs only with QPR. We ended with a big Champions League trophy. I hope you enjoyed the rebuild. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you guys next time.